Chapter 12. Ka-Blamski. Suddenly, there was another blinding flash of light. Everyone around the purple potty flew off in different directions. Then the purple potty stopped shaking and wobbling and switched into shutdown mode. George, Harold, and Crackers peeked out. "Look," said Harold, "there aren't any books in this library. We must be back in our own reality." "But we've got to be sure," said George. The two boys tucked Crackers into Harold's book bag and crept out into the hallway. As they peered into the windows of nearby classrooms, they saw room after room of heartbroken and despondent-looking children. Some were standing in corners, weeping. Others were sitting on dunce stools wearing humiliating hats, while still others were writing unbelievably degrading sentences over and over on the chalkboard as their teachers rifled through their lunchboxes, stealing all of the best desserts. "Yep," sighed George, "we're back in our own reality." "I never thought I'd say this," said Harold, "but it's good to be home." "To the treehouse!" cried George. Chapter 13. Purple Potty People Unite! Seconds after George, Harold, and Crackers left the library, four confused beings from an alternate dimension began to stir. Evil George, Evil Harold, Evil Sulu, and Nice Mr. Krupp stumbled to the center of the strange, empty library, rubbing their heads and looking around curiously. "Look," said Evil George. "This library has no books on the shelves." Said Evil Harold. "It looks like we've entered some kind of alternate universe, an illogical reality where everything is backwards." "Backwards, eh?" said Evil George. "We could do quite well in a place like this." He walked over to the drinking fountain and splashed some water on Nice Mr. Krupp's face. Suddenly, Nice Mr. Krupp's confused smile turned into an evil frown. He ripped off his clothes and tied a curtain from a nearby window around his neck. Then, Evil George handed him a bad toupee, and the pernicious principal stood before them, snarling angrily through his flared nostrils. "I am Captain Underpants," he shouted in a thunderous voice.